What if death wasn't the end? What if your memories, thoughts, emotions, even your personality, could live on long after your body is gone? This isn't science fiction anymore. It's a real pursuit, and it's called digital immortality. And the crazy part? Some experts believe we could begin uploading aspects of our minds by 2030. Digital immortality is the idea that you could transfer your consciousness into a digital form, whether that's a computer, a virtual avatar, or an advanced AI trained on your brain patterns. And in 2025, this concept has moved from wild speculation to serious scientific research. Let's start with the basics. Your brain holds about 86 billion neurons, each connected by synapses that carry electrical signals. If we could map and replicate those connections digitally, down to the firing patterns and chemical dynamics, it might be possible to simulate a version of your mind. That's the theory. The big question is, can we actually do it? Right now, companies like Nectum, Kernel, and Neuralink are tackling pieces of this puzzle. Neuralink, for example, has already implanted brain-computer interfaces in humans that let them control devices with their thoughts. Kernel is measuring brain activity in real time with wearable tech. And projects like the Blue Brain Project are trying to recreate entire sections of a brain in digital form, down to individual neurons. Even more fascinating, some digital legacy tools are already trying to mimic human consciousness. Microsoft filed a patent in 2021 to create digital clones based on personal data, voice, and behavior. In 2023, a man in South Korea spoke to a digital version of his deceased daughter in a VR environment. It wasn't perfect, but it was real enough to feel like a conversation. By 2030, AI models will be exponentially more powerful. Combine that with brain mapping advancements and quantum computing, and suddenly, simulating personality and memory may no longer be impossible. We're already training AI on people's emails, text history, social posts, even their voice, to replicate how they speak, think, and respond. But here's the question we're not asking enough. Even if we can upload a version of ourselves, is it still you? Philosophers call it the ship of Theseus problem. If every part of your mind is digitized, and the digital version responds like you, talks like you, even thinks like you, is that your consciousness, or just a very advanced simulation? And ethically, who owns that data? Who gets to interact with the digital version of you when you're gone? What happens if someone manipulates it? Imagine a world where your mind lives on as an eye assistant for someone else, forever. Right now, if you're hooked on where the future is headed, if the idea of digital immortality both excites and terrifies you, go ahead and hit subscribe. I cover these next-gen shifts in AI, neuroscience, and human identity every week. Trust me, you're going to want to stay in the loop. Because whether it's 2030, 2040, or beyond, one day, we might not ask, where do you live? We might ask, where is your consciousness stored? And when death becomes optional, we'll have to face an even bigger question. What does it mean to truly be alive?